ready for a night of Queen classics. The tribute band Killer Queen is coming to South Mississippi next month, covering all the top hits of the biggest bands to take the stage. Joining me today with more is the band's frontman, assuming the role of the legendary Freddie Mercury, Patrick Myers. Thanks so much for joining us today. I mean, the resemblance to Freddie Mercury is uncanny.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, so you guys are the longest established worldwide Queen tribute band. You've been going rock and rolling since the 90s. What's kept you alive so long?
Lots of fresh air and exercise. I think it's been good fun with these songs because these songs don't seem to age. They seem to stay evergreen, and more generations discover them. So, you know, particularly after that film came out, Bohemian Rhapsody, the biopic, kids were bringing their parents to see us because they so wanted to have a Queen experience. They wanted to feel like they're at a Queen concert like it was in the film, you know. I think that's what keeps it fresh, and the music is just so good. It's so well written, it's so well arranged, it's got such diversity to it. There's so many different musical styles, there's such passion, humour, there's a whole gamut of different emotions in there. So it's a pleasure. It's like a treasure trove. It's like touring the world with the crown jewels or something, you know.
Right, and I mean, the band's been described as a living jukebox too. What does it make you feel like to keep that magic going on for generations to come?
It's a pleasure. It's nice to be in something that unites people, you know, and it unites whole families, you know, because different generations all seem to love Queen. As I was saying, after the film, you get the kids, parents, and their grandparents all are loving Queen and wanting to come together and have a great family night out. So it's nice to be doing something that has that effect, you know, and brings people together and gives them a great time.
For sure. And in all your years of performing, have you ever made it down to Mississippi before?
We've been all over America, so I think this is one of our. I think we have been to Mississippi before, but we're looking forward to going back.
For sure, and you guys will be down here in March, right, over in Bay St. Louis performing.
That's right. Yes.
So how did you get started with all of this back in the 90s? I'm assuming you were a big Queen fan growing up, or?
I fell in love with Queen when I was about 13 or 14. But I didn't think I'd be doing this. But funnily enough, one of the first rock shows I ever played was at my school assembly in front of everyone at 9 o'clock in the morning with my guitar. And we played I Wanna Break Free and We Will Rock You. But little did I know that this would become, so this was something totally different. I'd gone away to university to London in 1991. And I got to know all the people that became my friends and eventually became members of the band, you know, just by asking, you know, what bands are you into? And everyone was into Bowie and Queen. That was kind of like the sort of language fracas of, you know, everybody was sort of kind of into the same bunch of stuff. But then a few weeks later, we got the news that Freddie had died, and suddenly our sort of mutual admiration for Queen became much more focused, and we were kind of in shock, and we started playing the songs to each other and just exploring how brilliant they were and showing each other how different songs went in the halls of residence that we were at. And then I thought, okay, you know, I don't actually look very much like Freddie in real life. This is a sort of confection. But I discovered if I coloured my moustache in with mascara and put eye makeup on and all that sort of stuff and did a sort of like Freddie Mercury pose, I could look a little like him. So I thought, okay, and I've always enjoyed mimicry because I try and do Freddie's voice, I try and do John Lennon's voice, I try and do Lou Reed's voice, David Bowie's voice, Paul McCartney's voice, everybody's voice I try and do. And so I thought, well, maybe I could combine all these things. I was studying acting at the time with all my friends in this halls of residence, and we'll put on a show for everyone that's just missed out on seeing Queen live like we had. And we did this one show and it just took off. It was just like a rocket. And, you know, then within about 18 months we were playing the West End, which is like Broadway, and started winning awards. We started touring abroad, and then we started playing the same arenas that Queen played with huge lighting rigs and pyrotechnics and selling them out. And so really, considering we were just college kids that were sitting around a battered piano in a laundry room showing each other how Queen songs went, while we came to terms with the news that Freddie had passed, which was so shocking, but brought us all together in a funny kind of way.
Yeah, what a tribute there and such dedication. I mean, it's a great honor, I'm sure, for you to be doing this as a job for your life.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you down in Bay St. Louis. We've got some information coming up right now in case people want to come out and join in on the performance. It's going to be at Hollywood Casino starting March 14th. The doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. We thank you so much for being here with us today. This is amazing to meet you and to see all the work you've done throughout the years.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.